Good day. Hello and welcome to Technical Tuesday with Coach Chadwin. Hope you guys are doing phenomenal. I hope you guys are doing well. It's going to be another good one. Please make sure that everyone you know that's inside of this group is on. I'm going to be talking to you a little bit about levels today. I'm going to be looking over the charts as well. Going to twist it up a little bit. So what we normally do on Technical Tuesday, it's hosted in our student group by Coach Clayton, and he normally goes over the charts that he has gone over in the beginning of the week on our weekly outlook, which is not this Connect, Trade, and Grow group, but our actual student group. But we've been opening up the doors a little bit lately just to show you guys what we actually do. So today I'm going to give you a slight, small, little teaching, and if you think that would be good, it will be short. Please let me know in the chat. So welcome, Angel. Thank you so much. 11 people on stream. Looking forward to more joining soon. So yeah, I'm not going to go through all the charts that Coach Clayton normally does because I looked at it and I think he did a phenomenal job. So if you haven't yet, as a student, gone over the weekly outlook, please go ahead and look at that again because he has gone over something. He's done it well. And so it's still valid, right? So go have a look at that. I'm going to see you guys in a minute or two. Let everybody know I'm on, and then we're going to come back. A couple of announcements, a couple of quotes. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about levels and how to judge which market conditions you are in. So welcome, everyone. Welcome. Awesome. See you guys soon. Let everybody know I'm on. We'll be back in 2 minutes. And welcome back. Please drop your name in the chat. Let me know who's live with me. Welcome to Baal. I'm going to give you your name's too long, brother, so I'm going to give it just a shortened one. Welcome to Baal. We've got some other people saying, hi, Coach Chadwin. Please let me know who you are in the chat as well. If your name is not given the StreamYard, we won't be able to know who you are, so please do that. Welcome, Dariet. Welcome. So I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about charting today, but also I am going to have a look at some of the things that's happening in the world. So before we go on, let's do that first. Let me share my tab quickly. I'm going to introduce you to another site that you can go and look at. So please take this down. Welcome, Lana. Welcome, Lisa. Good to see you. Welcome, Dariet. As I said, please take a notepad out and write this site down if you have not yet heard of it. And let me bring it up on my screen. It's called Trading Economics, right? And it's a good site to get a good overview. Welcome, Monica. Craig, welcome. It's a good site to get a good overview of what's currently going on in the market as a whole. And why is this important? I know this is Technical Tuesday. And technically speaking, we should be talking about technicals. But technicals is only one side of the coin. The other side of the coin is fundamentals as well. Let me make an example. If you currently find yourself as a swing trader, you are inherently adding more risk onto your trade because of the volatility that's in the market. So understanding the current market conditions plays a big role in what type of trader you should be, or what type of risk you should take. So you want to know what's going on at the moment. Now, this is the trading side, of course. Trading economics is going to give you more insight on the actual economy or economies that you might be exposed to. But the actual other sites, your news sites, are going to give you access to what's happening around the world. So we all know that there's currently a war going on multiple fronts, both in Israel and Palestine, as well as Ukraine and Russia. And everyone's going to get affected by that. You see it in the oil price, you see it in the food price. Well, the whole world's affected by that, right? What does that mean to you, though? That means that if you are swing trading for a long period of time, you got to keep those stops tight, because we might get some heavy slippage. Doesn't matter what stock you're in, doesn't matter what market you're in, you're exposing yourself to more risk. So day traders also need to be aware of the day-to-day news that's coming out, because you might get more volatility in one particular session. However, there is definitely more risk on the swing trading side at the moment, so be careful for that. So let's look. We won't go into all of the details at the moment, but we'll just go into some of them. US stocks retreat, right? Something you're going to notice about some of these sites is that they become ambiguous as well, in the sense that you'll read one thing on Bloomberg, and half an hour after the news has come out, you read a different sentiment. You're going to want to get used to reading between the lines, so to say, so that you can get a perspective of what's actually going on, right? So what came out today? Well, US retail sales much stronger than expected. So positive news there, right? On the dollar side of things. But what happened though? Stronger than expected. But then what happened? We started seeing the euro going up. We started seeing other currencies strengthen against the actual dollar. So this doesn't make sense, but I'm going to show you, and we show our students in more depth, of course, but I'm going to show you how you can hedge against such situations. Would you like to know that? Please give me a 7 in the chat if you'd like to know when news will go your way and when it likely will make the chart go the opposite way. Okay? Then we, of course, got other news that says US stocks retreat, right? And then we have US homebuilder sentiment weekend. So why are we looking at US? Why are we looking at the US? Because we understand that the US market moves all markets. I'm sitting all the way in Cape Town, South Africa at the moment, but I'm telling you, the market I'm watching is the US market, because that's going to affect everything. Then we got Canadian. So if you're a USD CAD or an oil trader, then you're going to be looking at Canadian dollar as well. Canadian inflation rate unexpectedly falls. Unexpectedly falls. So what is that going to tell you? That's going to tell you that you're going to start seeing some volatility on the CAD-based charts as well, right? UK wage rises, so it's going to put some pressure on the pound. And you can go into all of these markets. Now, what you can do with trading economics, and welcome to all 20 people that are on at the moment. Welcome, Edward. Welcome, Leah. Welcome, Lana. Thank you guys for joining. And if you haven't put your name in the chat yet, please do so. And thank you for the 7s coming in as well. So what you can do is you can go to news, the news tab, and trading economics tends to give you more information than Bloomberg and some of the other sites that require you to pay up front, right? You can go to markets and you can say, let me have a look at some of the news in stocks, for instance. And you can look at all your stocks over here, what's moving, what's not, what's up, what's down. Red, of course, being down. Green, of course, being up. Very valuable site. Welcome, Papa J. Very valuable site for those kind of things. Now, what am I talking about? It's Technical Tuesday, Coach. Why are you talking about all these fundamental or news-based stuff? Because I'm going to show you how you marry the technicals with the news-based stuff, right? How you make it good. So we're going to teach a little bit here. We want to showcase that we know what we are speaking about. And if you're happy to be part of this Connect Trade and Go Kingdom Day Traders group, please let us know in the chat. Okay, so you can do that. Then also, you can click on commodities. Perhaps you trade gold. Perhaps you trade crude oil. And you can see what's currently going on with it. Click on it, right? Gives you the chart, some information, what's happening at the moment. You can look at some stats over here. You look at some forecasts over here. I hope you like that. Forecasts, right? You can even export it as well. And so back to the news tab. That's the overall the news. You can see the economies, right? If you're looking at trading the yen, you want to know what's happening in the yen, right? And so on and so on. Of course, most of us are trading things that are US based. So the economy you're going to want to keep your focus on most of the time is going to be the US economy. Okay? Now, before I go on, let me quickly share this piece of information over here. We have our upcoming boot camp on the 26th of October and the 27th of October coming up. So please, we've gotten so much people saying, putting up their hands saying, you know what, coach and coaches, we want to get involved. We want to be on it. We've heard such good things about it. This will be the next one. So on the 26th of October, we're doing the live webinar teaching you the foundations of day trading. That will be Thursday, 10 a.m. CST. And on Friday, 10 a.m. CST, we'll be connecting your 5K trading account. So please, if you want to be part of this, let us know in the chat. Just comment, sign me up. If you're new in this group, say sign me up, right? And we'll contact you via the Facebook chat and tell you how you get connected to this bootcamp session that we will be doing. And we're trying to roll them out over a period of time. So maybe you've seen this before. The reason we're doing that is because we want to keep the group small enough that we can service you guys well. It's all about connecting, trading, and growing. So if you want to be part of that, once again, comment in the chat saying sign me up. Now, on this note, shout out to everybody that joined the last one. It was good. It was fun. We had a good time. We hung out with each other, and it was perfect. And so many of you guys that were on there and girls that were on there, or gals, I should say, you became students of ours, and you guys are even going deeper. By the way, I got an epic class for you guys tomorrow, so please stay tuned. It's going to be a good one. So once again, 26th of October, whether you're watching this via replay or whether you're watching it right now, please let me know in the chat. Let us know in the chat. Sign me up. We'll connect you with the next boot camp, right? The next boot camp. Okay. So when I come back, I'm going to be talking a little bit about levels and how you can marry the news and your technicals. So stay tuned, get those notepads out, and I'll give you some basic principles that actually work really well. Okay? Give me an 8 in the chat if you're excited to learn, and then I'll come back. If I don't see any 8s, I'm not coming back, right? Give me 1 minute. See you guys soon. Okay, welcome back. Before we go over to the charts, I got some 2 interesting quotes here for you guys, and thank you for all the 8s that's been coming in. Welcome, everyone. Welcome, Elith. Welcome, Jill. Thank you, Jill. So awesome. Welcome, Michelle. Thank you, Edward. Again, have a look at this. To become a good trader, you have to be able to do what very few people can do, and that's take losses. I know I scared some of the students on Monday when I said, listen, I'm going to teach you how to take losses. But this is true. If you want to be a phenomenal trader, you're going to have to get used to taking losses. Now, one of the best lessons I ever learned was by a friend of mine who was a fellow trader and student many years back. He said to me, he said, Chadwin, you know what? We got to learn to take losses. And I was like, this dude is crazy. Why would you learn to take losses? He said, no, the more losses he has taken in his learning journey, the better he became at taking them quicker, right? Now, of course, here's the thing. I had a grandfather, right? I still have a grandfather, but my grandfather always said this. He said, you can learn from other people. And if someone tells you that there's a pit, why are you walking in it? Now, why am I saying all of that? I'm saying that to say that if you've learned that others, master traders, take losses like it doesn't even matter to them, and that's something you can learn. So it's not just about taking losses, it's how you take that loss, right? Take the losses like it doesn't even matter. And the only way you can do that is if you have a solid strategy that you follow day in and day out. And this next quote is to all of you who are thinking whether or not the skill is worth getting or whether or not you should continue. A few months of learning how to trade can produce a lifetime of freedom. Now, some of you might be saying, Coach, but I've been doing this for more than a few months. I've been doing it for a year. Well, you might just have a few months left. You might just have a few days left. You might just have a few weeks left. We don't know. But one thing I know is if you give up, you won't get it. Now, if you're just starting out and you're completely new, the same goes for you. A few months of learning how to trade can produce a lifetime of freedom. Give me a 9 in the chat if that has spoken to you today. Right? We're going to go over the charts. Okay. I'm going to cover the dollar today, and I'm going to, because we've got this conflicting kind of news situation, I'm going to cover the dollar. So let's have a look at this. Okay. Thank you, Newland. Welcome, Newland, as well. So let's have a look at the dollar at the moment, right? And why is this important? This is the DXY, the US dollar index. And what's important is that this gives us an indication of what the overall market is like in the US. And why we want to know that is because it's going to move the other charts. Write this down for your notes. If the dollar is poised to go up or positioned well to go up, then foreign currency is going to go down, right? If the dollar gets ready to go down, then foreign currency is going to go up. Okay, you guys following with me? Give me a 10 if you understand what I'm saying. A 10 in the chat. So we look at the dollar as an indicator for what the rest of the market's going to do. This is the dollar index. And basically, it's a basket of important, now, some of it has changed over the years, so I'm just going to call it important factors that contribute to the US economy, right? That's what it actually is. There's different weightages for different things, but that's what it actually does. Now, let's look at this. We always want to look at the higher time frames. Write this down for your notes. Look at the higher time frames. You do not want to be looking at the 1 hour, the 5 minute, and the 4 hour to gauge what market sentiment is. At the minimum, you should be looking at the daily, you should be looking at the weekly, and you should be looking at the monthly, right? Because you want to look at the overall footprint. And the reason this is important is if I showed you this, for instance, the weekly chart on the dollar, how crazy is this? We went up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, right? Let's take this one out. So let's say 12 weeks in a row, we've only gone one direction. And the reason we've gone one direction is because the economy is really strong. But you wouldn't know that if you looked at, let's say, a 1 hour chart, because it would give you all of this, right? Each day you came, it will break down like that. You'll think, wow, the dollar's getting weaker. What's going on? But it's actually getting stronger. So let's kind of look at the daily chart. And let's zoom in at what you can expect from your currencies at the moment. Have a look at this. Students, I've been talking about this recently. And if you're not a student and you have been trading for a while, you probably know what this is as well. right? Over here, we've got a break to the upside and a break to the downside, right? That means that the dollar is currently in a consolidation. In a consolidation, and what that simply means is it's in a holding bay. It's getting ready and waiting to break out. So prepare yourselves that you're going to experience some choppiness on the market. There's going to be some back and forth, up and down. If you traded currency today, you experience that because the dollar went up and the dollar went down. Yes, thank you, Angel. There's an SPR as well going to appear, right? But now here's the thing, Coach. How do you know that this is a consolidation? Well, students, you know the rule, or our students know the rule, that one break does not confirm a trend, right? And if one break doesn't confirm a trend and we have a break at the bottom and a break at the top, that inherently means that we are in a consolidation. So if you're having an aha moment now based on just what I just said, please let me know in the chat, right? So because we are in a consolidation, if all you did was look at that break, you might have said to yourself, okay, we're definitely going that way. I'm telling you right now, that is not a sure thing, right? Because we have broken up and we've broken down. So we are in this overall range over here. And that means we're going to see some back and forth. So that's going to mean some back and forth for your stocks. It's going to mean some back and forth for your currencies. It's going to mean some back and forth overall. You guys are too quiet in the chat. Let's get active in the chat there, right? Was that an aha moment for you? One break does not confirm a trend. Therefore, a break on both sides means that we are in consolidation. Now, and somebody remind me tomorrow night when I jump on live class to actually give you my indicator settings for it. But usually what you can do, because I can give you a tip. I can give you a tip right now and tell you where you should be trading, right? You see that? If you're looking for trades off of your currencies or off of your gold or whatever, if anything that you're currently trading seems like it's in a consolidation, you're going to be looking for trades out of the lower quadrant and the higher quadrant of this particular indicator that I've drawn on the chart, which is my consolidation box, right? Thank you, Lorna. Aha, moment. Thank you. I appreciate that. So you're going to see that there's going to be some reaction from the lower areas and the reaction from the higher areas. So what is my expectation for the dollar? My expectation is we're going to see some back and forth until we get some commitment, right? Either some momentum this way or momentum that way. Gun to my head at the moment, because I don't think the dollar is done with its move up. If I had to take a choice and say which way would we go, I'd probably be still up, right? You know my role. I trade in the same direction until I am wrong. And for me, this is not a strong bake. That is a very impulsive move with a gap left behind and price retracing into the lower quadrant. I think we could see some more price action that way, right? To the upside. Are you guys getting value? Let me know. Please let me know in the chat. Let me know if you're getting value. Just type value, please, in the chat. And again, students, on any of these things, if you are a student and you're on here tomorrow when we get on a live class and we talk about the class that we're going to be doing, you'll feel free to actually ask me questions on these things as well, right? Of course, this is a shorter stream, so I can't give everything right here. Thank you so much, but I'm giving what I can. So in consolidation, meaning we are in that kind of holding bay, please be very focused on the dollar if you are trading currencies at the moment. It's going to give you that signal of direction, right? So again, now what can we see on the lower time frames? We'll go lower down. And if we get some form of break up here on the 1 hour or higher, we should be seeing some higher price action. Now, can I be wrong? Can it go down and sweep the lower point here? Absolutely. It could go lower than this. Let me draw that point on a bit better. Right? And what would I do if it does that? Right? I'm going to treat it the same, because anything in this zone or lower is going to give me some form of retracement. Right? Because we're going to go external to internal. Right now, my money and my focus is more so up that way, right? Because overall, watch this. Let's check the weekly, right? The weekly is still in an uptrend. We still have that gap over there. We can still push higher. I'm not convinced the dollar is ready to roll over just yet. And even if it does, we've been on some massive streak, so we could still get some pullbacks and then still pull up to the other side again, right? Once we start seeing weekly areas break and two or more daily areas break, then I'll say, okay, let's pause. It seems as though we're taking a different direction. Right now, we're not. So that's going to be very important for when you're looking at charts like this, right? Which is a similar situation right now. This is the euro. We've taken that. And if you're new here, we trade everything, whether it's stocks, whether it's Forex, whether it's options, we trade everything. The principles we teach works on everything. But have a look at that again. A breakup and a breakdown means we're in a holding bay over there as well. This is why the chart looks like this. You might be saying, Coach, now it makes sense. So when I was trading today, I was so confused. What's happening? Why did price drop down from there and then suddenly go up and then drop down again, then go up again? It's because we are in a consolidation. Price is going to always show you what the higher time frame is doing, right? In isolation, if you looked at this, you could have gotten caught on either side multiple times. But if you focus on that higher time frame narrative, you get a better view of what the market is doing overall. That's why in the academy, we teach, whether you're a student on here or not, we teach you to understand price action as opposed to just understanding patterns. Because a pattern might form anywhere, but the narrative of why it's forming, where price is going, when it is going there is far more important. So students, look out for that class tomorrow when we jump on live. I'm going to be teaching you where are we going, and when are we going there, right? And that speaks to this point, understanding the market as a whole. So I just wanted to teach today a little bit on consolidations, because we become so used to trading trending markets, which look like this, that any given time, whether it's an intraday chart or a longer term time frame, if price does this, we are stumped. We don't know what to do. But you can get excited about these kind of trades. Watch this for your notes in case you're taking a drawing. When price goes below that low, above that high, that becomes a trade. Or, as I drew on early on, trades from in this quadrant over here or that one over there. So in a consolidation market, the extremes, right? Once price trades from that extremes, go and put this on your chart. Go and have a look at it on your chart. You're going to see how well it works. It trades from that extreme points, the highest high, lowest low, and it trades quite momentously out from there. Okay. So I wanted to share that a little bit on Technical Tuesday today. Also get you guys connected with some more news and things before calling it a day, right? It's important to have a holistic view of the market, not a one-sided one. So please, now when you go back to your charts, go and have a look at sideways markets. Students now always tell you that the important thing to do is to backtest. Backtest, and some more backtesting, right? So if you're part of this group, take that free little gem right there. Learn to backtest. Reason being is it gives you a better hold on predicting market direction. Now, go back to your charts, mark up all the areas that has consolidations, break up, break down. Then I want you to zoom in on the lower time frames and kind of look at what is happening over there. Now, for now, until further notice, I'm thinking the dollar comes down into here and then starts pushing up, right? Again, I could be wrong. Consolidation, nobody knows, can break out either way, right? We're going to see which way it goes. I've been on point with my calls recently in this group, in the Connect, Trade, and Grow group. But I'm going to say that this one I am unsure about, although gun to my head, this will be my direction I'm taking. Okay? Absent that, we will come down, hit this, and drop further down. I think that's less likely, right? Currently now, I'm going to do this. Now, why? Again, so you remember, did I focus so much on the dollar index? Because this is the current drive of the market. The dollar index is currently driving the entire market. I don't care what stock you're in. I don't care what you're trading. What's happening in the safe haven currency at the moment is going to determine market direction overall. Yesterday we've seen Bitcoin spike, so cryptocurrencies were reacting to a what do they call it? There was a listing on one of the stock exchanges of the cryptocurrencies, and everybody was like, oh, this is the run, this is the run, this is the massive run. Bitcoin's going to shoot up, Ripple, Ethereum's going to shoot up, and it shot up, yes. And today, what did it do? It retreated. You know why? You can't move without the dollar. The dollar is going to determine what's going on. Right now, with turmoil in the world, there's going to be a flight to a safe haven currency. Many still believe that the dollar is that safe haven currency. Another currency that might see some people joining it, historically speaking, is the Japanese yen. So have a look at those two charts. Have a look at what's going on. The market's going to want to tend to go with one of those bigger players, the dollar or the Japanese yen, in times of turmoil, meaning your focus should be on where the dollar is going. Okay? If you guys are finding value and have found value, please let me know. We've been 35 minutes on the stream. I'm going to call it a day. It's Technical Tuesday for my students, my lovely, amazing students. I will be seeing all you amazing people tomorrow. And for everyone in the Connect, Trade, and Grow group, please make it a thing to actually join these streams and be connected and stay connected with us. And then also backtest every day. Absolutely, says Facebook user. Backtest. And when you've done backtesting, listen, backtest some more. Just a quick reminder, the next bootcamp for everyone that's been emailing us to get in, these are your dates. Please block it off, mark off the time. It's going to be the 26th of October and the 27th. How do you get into it? You comment on this stream saying, sign me up, right? If you are new in this group, say, sign me up for the bootcamp. And by the way, that doesn't mean you're automatically paying something or anything. You're going to just get a call. You're going to set up a meeting with one of our coaches. We're going to chat to you in the chat as well to set you up with getting connected to this. On day 2, remember, we're setting you up with a 5K account. Yes, absolutely. So please get connected. Say, sign me up. Thank you, Lorna. Thank you, Jill. Looking forward to seeing you guys and your wonderful smile, Jill, on Wednesday in class. We're going to have a good time. Where am I going? And when am I going? That's the name of the game. Thank you, everyone. You guys be blessed. Thank you, Connect, Trade, and Grow. Thank you, Kingdom Day Traders. Thank you, all you wonderful people. You guys have a blessed day further. See you on the other side.